r/atheism. Existing aspect 3988 says, I don't want to think my theist friend is an idiot. Recently my friend brought up the conversation on Donald Trump. He still thinks the election is stolen and believes Trump will win. He idolizes Trump. I told him that's unlikely to happen. The conversation didn't escalate into a full-blown argument because I like to think I'm pretty good at hearing out other people's opinions. I told him I too used to be a Trump supporter. Interestingly enough, I used to be a Trump supporter until I stopped believing in a god. By the way, I didn't tell him I was an atheist. In fact, the majority of people in my life don't know. I prefer it that way. Only a very small handful of people know they're the smartest, most intelligent people I know. After questioning my beliefs and becoming an atheist, I noticed my mind opened up more. My view on politics changed dramatically. Becoming an atheist didn't just happen overnight. It happened little by little over time. Quite frankly, I was scared of a reality without a god. I thought about my own beliefs and how they shaped my political views. Being an atheist, at least in my POV, has helped me see reality a whole lot differently. To get to the point, I'm struggling with the thought that he's an idiot due to him being a theist. I can almost guarantee that's why he loves Trump. It's not that him liking Trump offends me. That's his business. It's that I'm kinda disappointed that this experience confirms that he's so easy to be manipulated. Then again, I think the majority of theists are. Am I wrong here? What do you think? Edit. I should clarify, I'm not offended by him being a theist or Trump supporter. It's more of the correlation of being a theist that I've seen that leads people to blindly idolizing individuals who have proven to be completely bad for society, as Fire and 00B says, your theist friend is an idiot. Existing aspect 3988 says, damn it. Drunken_master says, and that's the more generous interpretation. He's either an idiot or a racist, or both. Omgaka says, you're not wrong, however it goes even a step further. BC, those people seem to idolize the people that are the farthest from what is traditionally Jesus faith, yada yada stuff. Republicans aren't religious, they're the party of hate, and they've weaponized religion to control those with low intellect and willpower. Existing aspect 3988 says, that makes sense. I hate having to think of my friend as having a low intellect, but frick. Lixkixus says, low emotional intellect are very lacking in empathy. My stepdad is really smart, and he's drunk deep of the Kool-Aid. He's also a white male boomer, born in 1945, and really doesn't have empathy for those people he doesn't know. We don't talk politics. Especially after he tried to spin this whole yarn about Pelosi's nephew in California being corrupt, and how Auntie Dearest was covering for him. Stepdad looked extremely put out when my response was to say, did he commit a crime? If he did, he needs to be arrested, tried, and punished. I genuinely don't understand why he was so disappointed. This happened a couple years back, and I'm still baffled. White 111 says, he believes in Jesus, there's a man in the sky, and Trump is the way to go. I think you know the answer to this. Sassy Cassie says, unfortunately, critical thinking is something educated out of theist groups. Ironically, they like to talk big about not being sheep, but they are the epitome of sheep. They cannot think for themselves until they start questioning their faith and their world. Jekabob says, believing in gods does not make someone an idiot, not automatically at least, but there is a lot of overlap. Being a Trump supporter, however, is clear evidence one is an idiot. So, sorry, but your friend is an idiot. New username struggle says, if my friend told me what your friend told you, I wouldn't think they were smart either, and would probably distance myself from them. My mother, who was a pretty liberal Christian and Democrat for decades, suddenly became a fundamentalist Trump supporter. I honestly think less of my mother because of that. 3 Quandam 6 Extant T9 says. They are not an idiot because they are theists. They are an idiot because they think Trump won and believe the election was stolen. Adler Hyde says. The majority of all people are easy to manipulate. Being a member of a dogmatic religion just makes it easier. When you learn to think about the entire world critically, it makes you less likely, not immune, to be manipulated, and coincidentally makes you more likely to throw off the shackles of theism. But yeah, your friend is probably still an idiot. r/atheism. My Amazon account says. My daughter's school students use religion against others to justify bigotry. As the title says, some of my daughter's school students use religion, mainly Christianity, to bully and be a bigot against other students. My daughter has reported them for bullying, but the administration hasn't done anything yet. What should I do? Note, I live in Japan. Also sorry for the formatting and rushed sentences, I'm on mobile, and I'm at work right now. Nate_084 says. Raise some hell. If the administrators aren't doing anything, when your kid complains, then go complain yourself. Harley Wesekala says. People have been using religion to justify killing others for thousands of years. 13 Islamic nations still kill gays and lesbians, all over the belief in a fairy tale. I don't know much about Japan, but sounds like something they ignore here in Texas too. Funk Junkie says. I very well could be wrong, but not unlike Americans, don't a lot of Japanese have a superiority complex? r/atheism. Predicate says. I'm reading Samare. Salvatore and loved this description of religion. I have seen people paralyze their entire existence around that greatest of mysteries, shaping their every moment, their every word, in a desperate attempt to find the answers to the unanswerable. They fool themselves, either through their interpretations of ancient texts, or through some obscure sign from a natural event, into believing that they have found the ultimate truth, and thus, if they behave accordingly concerning that truth, they will surely be rewarded in the afterlife. This must be the greatest manifestation of that fear of death, the errant belief that we can somehow shape and decorate eternity itself, that we can somehow curtain its windows and place its furniture in accordance with our own desperate desires. I believe them to be wrong, though in truth, I cannot know anything for certain concerning what mystery lies beyond this mortal world. And so, I, too, am but a creature of faith and hope. Concerned Citizen 1776 says. What book was that? Crazy coincidence, I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3, and I'm soaking up Drow and Jith lore like it was the 1980s lol. r/atheism. Knows a Keeper Game 246 says. Is religion like an addictive drug? Religion seems to do everything they can to give you the high of religious experiences. They do what they can to make you dependent on them when you're experiencing emotional distress. And they surround you with people that enable you. They cause you to hurt and push away people that aren't a part of your habit. And they try to hook you while you're young. Seems to be very addictive and harmful to me. Certain Today says. Karl Marx wrote that religion is the opiate of the masses. He wasn't wrong. Guardian of Z says. I believe it is. It's an addiction to the feeling of having absolute answers. Imaginary_chair_6958 says. They use nice friendly Jesus to lure the kids into Christianity. It was a long time before I heard about all the killing, sex and sheer insanity of the Old Testament. This is why they often give out New Testaments rather than full Bibles to school kids. That shit would put them off for life. As it should. More Bibles in schools. Chubbyguy88 says. It's more like a mental disability. Spla58 says. I mean, actual religion/spirituality usually requires giving up material pleasures, pursuits, and addictions. It's why monks live very simple lives. Modern American religion, though, in contrast, yes, is almost like an addictive drug. It's about propping up one's ego and getting addicted to emotions of righteousness. That's all for this video. Was it good? I know not, for I'm a robot. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. This video is the product of an automated process.